Thank you for visiting Past the Wire TV, the YouTube channel of PastTheWire.com. I think you will all really enjoy meeting this gentleman, who is arguably one of the hottest jockeys in the country right now, and the future is bright. He's the one should be wearing the sunglasses because the future is bright for Antonio Fresu. I think you guys and gals are going to really like him. Gentleman, nice guy, going to be a great show.
Begins in horse racing with exactly the same thing, a dream. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. That dream is what unites us.
Running the race of her life, and she's up to take the lead at Spice Perfection in front.
But what truly sets us apart is choosing to make that dream a thrilling reality.
And Spice Perfection wins the Grade 1 La Brea.
At Dare to Dream Stable, we've been on a relentless mission to breathe life into those dreams for our partners for over 20 years.
Here's the Wire Moon Cat.
Our track record speaks for itself. We've excelled at turning dreams into reality
And bolted to win.
at the most reasonable price points in the
In
industry.
the winner's circle is Dare to Dream Stable, LLC.
So the question is, do you dare to dream? Join us in racehorse ownership today.
Paulie Tow Truck, Brooklyn, New York. I know Jon, PastTheWire.com, about 40 years now, and I can tell you something, nobody better than this man. After all, they call him the Pick 6 King, PK6, not because he was Walmart's best shopper of the month, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe, the Breeders' Cup's coming up. PastTheWire.com, don't show up unarmed.
Most profitable Breeders' Cup ever with Past the Wire. Sign up now for the annual Breeders' Cup seminar. All the angles, winning insights, betting strategy, and more. The best Breeders' Cup seminar on the planet, only from Past the Wire. With a proven track record of success, nobody does it better. Reserve your spot today at PastTheWire.com.
Now, if by chance you're heading out to the Breeders' Cup or you're looking to relocate to the beautiful Southern California, Los Angeles area, look up Juliet Kakish. I'm terrible with names, so I apologize if I'm pronouncing it wrong. Juliet Kakish Realty. She's out in the Los Angeles area. Breeders' Cup rentals, beautiful houses for sale. You want a view with a Hollywood sign, Hollywood Hills, neighbors of the stars, check her out. You could find her at Juliet_Realty on Instagram or Juliet Kakish Realty. If you're looking for a Breeders' Cup spot or to relocate or maybe upgrade or downsize in Southern California, now you've got a contact. Tell her Past the Wire sent you.
To and through the 2023 Breeders' Cup World Championships, exclusive interviews, barn tours, winning insights, and more. Join Past the Wire all week long on the backside and at the rail from Santa Anita. Past the Wire at the Breeders' Cup World Championships is presented by Amwager and Dare to Dream Stable.
Well, everybody, welcome to Past the Wire TV. We are here with, I think it's hard to argue, not the hottest jockey in the United States right now, Antonio Fresu, who is winning races at Santa Anita left and right. Ciao, Antonio, tutto a posto.
Ciao everyone. Yes, it's all good here, and just enjoying my time in California.
You know, I gotta say, let's start with this. You're not here very long, but you really, the past couple of months have gotten really hot. Winning races all the time. Did you ever expect to have that kind of success as quick as it's happened for you coming to the United States?
Honestly, no. It's been amazing last couple of months between Del Mar and now in Santa Anita. But obviously, my expectation were not this high, but obviously everything is coming, and I'm just going with the flow, and just trying to follow up. But um, I didn't put any goals, let's say that, in my mind when I came over, because I knew that was a tough game, being in a new place, especially in California. So many good trainers and so many good jockeys. I say to myself, okay, let's try this, and let's see how it works. But obviously, my agent Tom Canust has been doing a great job, and I found myself on live horses, nice horses, and everything that we were building at the beginning. We found like a good rhythm coming into Del Mar, and which was really important, and I had last 3 weeks in Del Mar, they were like just magical,
Right.
let's put it that way. I had 18 winners, I think, in about 2 weeks, and those put me like second on the board, and being a new face here was pretty amazing.
Let me, I've been watching you since you've come to the United States. First time I saw you ride was when you won the Golden Shaheen on the Dubai World Cup night. That's the world stage. It doesn't get any bigger than that. And you won with Zenden, and I'm like, wow, this guy can ride. Who is this guy? And I really don't follow Dubai racing except for that night. It's hard to follow year round Dubai racing. And I knew you could ride when I saw that. So when you came here, I was watching you, and the past couple of weeks, I said, okay, I want to get Antonio on the show. And I tried to find your weakness in the saddle. Okay. I said, okay, what is his weakness? You know what I mean? I can't find it. You're good on the lead. You're good coming off the pace. You're good on the dirt. You're good on the grass. I couldn't find it. I'm like, I can't narrow down the guy's weakness.
I think I think you're very good talking.
No, I'm telling you the truth. I wanted to find it so I could ask you about it, but I couldn't find it. So what I'll ask you is this: do you have a preference, turf, dirt, anything that like you, Antonio, you feel better about that? Like, this is what I like. I like grass racing. I like dirt racing. Either one, or it makes no difference.
As long as they give me winners,
Okay.
I don't really mind if it's asphalt, dirt, or grass.
Okay.
The good thing is, I think one of the key is being in Dubai helps a lot. Getting like on a lot of horses on a different surfaces, which you have like dirt, you have grass,
Right.
and the Dubai track, it's very American, it's an oval track, so different from Europe. but at the same time has a longer stretch than American tracks. So he helps on that way to understand how, how your horse is going, because sometimes if you kick too early, if you kick too soon, then you won't get to the line. So he
Right.
helps you that way. And on the grass is a little bit different, because the grass is on the outside of the dirt. So it's I would compare it. I never been there, but I would compare it with Woodbine.
Okay.
Because it's a longer stretch, longer turn. So it's different. But like I say, it puts you on a stage where you learn a lot, and then you get to ride with so many like good jockeys coming from all over the world, where gives you more experience. That's my point of view. And yeah, I mean, I learned how to ride on the dirt in Dubai, because I'm from Italy. We have like a couple of races on the dirt, a couple of race courses on the dirt, sorry. But you don't learn that much, when you come to Dubai, then you are all the time on the dirt, riding like good races on the dirt with the proper dirt horses. So that's where you learn. And then when I come over here, it's not a new thing for me riding on the dirt.
Right.
I met Doug O'Neill there, and Doug O'Neill gave me opportunities back in Dubai, and I had a winners for him like on the dirt. So like you say before, I had the Golden Shaheen on the dirt with an American horse, So that was kind of a key to come over here already with like a good background on both surface.
Right. Let me ask you, what was it like, and what is it like living? Dubai is, lack of a better term, world-class city. Very luxurious, world-class city. Los Angeles too is a very populous city. A lot of people like to live there. Hollywood, very famous Hollywood. Do you have a preference? How do you like living in Los Angeles as compared to living in Dubai?
I love Dubai. Dubai, I think it's the Emirates itself is a beautiful country, and Dubai is a beautiful city where you have everything. The service, the service is 10 out of 10. Places are 10 out of 10. You get really spoiled, let's say that. And but living there, it feels like really safe. There is no crime whatsoever. And but about my job, it's only 5 months, the season, so you can't really. I've been doing great there, and then I've been going back to Europe, my country, and doing well there. But I wanted, I'm pretty ambitious, and I wanted always to step up again, and find something else. And being in California would be like great. And the change from Dubai coming over here, it's it's big. Living here, I think I love it because the weather is great. California is you can't beat this weather. It's beautiful, and the race course here in Santa Anita and Del Mar are like amazing. The life, is just about adapting yourself, in a new place. Obviously, it's different. It's a different mentality, this different culture, But I'm finding myself, really well here, and when you're happy as well, you do well in your job. That's what I think, and yeah. It's just like a bit weird at the moment because I'm on my own. My wife, she's still not here. She came to visit a couple of times, and that's the hardest part, being alone,
Right.
But I'm trying to cope with it, you know, and I mean, it's been working out well so far, so I can't complain. But she soon will come and join me. Just still like you know, when I decided not to go back to Dubai and staying in America, you know, we start like sorting out all our stuff that we have
Right.
overseas, and you know, and then she will join me when everything is ready.
Good. I hope she gets here safe and fast for you. Now, you won a big race the other day, the Chandelier Stakes, on a horse named Chatalas.
Yes.
Stretched out. You took her right to the lead. You beat Bob Baffert's horse, who was the favorite. Anytime you beat Bob in a stake race, I think you know you did well, because he's tough to beat. And that might be your ticket to the Breeders' Cup this year, I take it?
Well, you know, that's a race that puts you straight there. So, I mean, I guess her team will decide to go there. I haven't spoken to them after the race yet, but I mean that will be the goal when you have a filly like this. You know, she won impressively, I thought, and I mean Mark is a very good trainer, and he knows what he's doing. He was very confident with the filly the other day, and he will decide the best for her.
Was it your plan to take her to the lead, or did it just kind of work out that way? Because I actually thought you were going to be sitting a little off the pace, and I was a little surprised when you took her to the lead. So I'm curious, was that your plan, or did it just kind of work out that way?
Well, when I was talking to Mark before the race, he say, you know, with the 1-all, we probably should sitting like right behind the leader, right behind the pace.
Right.
The track was playing a little bit speedy that day, and we was supposed to be like a couple of speed in the race, more speedy than me. So that was the plan, to sit right behind the leaders. But then I asked a question to him, like, what about if she breaks well and I find myself in front? And he say to me straight away, he say, take it, don't worry about it. So because I'm confident that he said to me that he was confident that she wouldn't mind, and he said to me, if you go to the front, you can take it that like easy, just take it and be confident. That's what he said to me. So when I broke from the gate, she broke sharply, you know, and I just sit on her, and nobody really came and put like much pressure on me, and she was doing it really easy. So then I say, okay, I'll stay here, and then let's see. But the filly, she was really happy where she was, so I just tried to keep her like comfortable, and when I pressed the button, you know, she went really well in the stretch, and she just kept on going, and I love the way she galloped out after the race, and she came back to the winner enclosure, you know, just like she didn't do anything hard, you know. So that's a good sign for a 2-year-old filly.
And we know she likes that racetrack, so it's kind of like home court, you know. That's in my opinion got to be a little bit of an advantage, you know, when you got so many horses that are going to be shipping in that have never raced there and are, you know, going over a track for the first time.
Yeah, that's what they were saying to me. You know, that she's been training in Santa Anita, then she shipped over in Del Mar, and she ran in Del Mar. But that's what they were saying to me, that in Santa Anita she was more settled, more relaxed, like she felt she was home. You know, in Del Mar she was a little bit nervous, you know, and once she's back in Santa Anita, she was acting normal again. She was like very relaxed, very chill, you know, and that's what I felt in the post parade going to the gate. She was just acting like she was going out for training in the morning, you know, like she was super relaxed, very calm. And I mean, that as a rider, as a jockey, you know, give you even more confidence on what you're riding, you know. And like I say, that day, Mark Glatt, the trainer, brought her there probably in a perfect shape, you know, and that's really important.
You know, riders ride their whole career, and even on major circuits like, you know, New York, Kentucky, California, and never get to races like the Kentucky Derby and the Breeders' Cup. You've been in the United States a couple of months, and you know, you've got a chance now to go to the Breeders' Cup with a live horse. Hopefully you have a couple of other prospects in the works, and now you've actually got the attention of people where your phone might ring unexpectedly with a call for the Breeders' Cup. How much does that mean to you personally in your career to know that, you know, I was able to come to the US, and you know, within my first year, I may be in the Breeders' Cup, you know what I mean? Maybe in the Derby next year. What does that mean to you personally?
Oh, I mean, it's something you can't really describe, but it means a lot, because since I was a kid, you know, you get like to, you know, we don't watch much racing in America, okay, but when it comes to big stage like Breeders' Cup, Kentucky Derby, Kentucky Oaks, all these kind of races, then we watch it even when we are back there in Europe. So and you always have this kind of thing in your head, you know, that one day you want to be there.
Right.
So, you know, and now it's kind of getting into reality that I can't be there. So for me, it's like it's just living a dream, you know, that I can be like participating there. But obviously, I don't want to go there and participate. I want to go there with, you know, with my mindset saying I can win it, you know.
Right.
And but it will be really important to be there, present on the day, you know, because I rode the Dubai World Cup, which it was a dream since I was a kid to ride in the Dubai World Cup, and I rode it twice. And now I have a chance to probably ride in the Breeders' Cup, and I mean, it's another dream.
Right.
So I mean, it's hard to describe, but I mean, it means a lot to be there.
You know, one of the things that I've noticed about you, and I like that you said, you know, if you go there, you're going to go with the mindset that you want to win, obviously, you know, and that's what we want from everybody. Lately, a lot of racing fans, and especially with social media being so active now, a lot of riders get criticized because they knew they weren't going to win. They didn't try to get second. They didn't try to get third. And they take a lot of flack. One of the things I've noticed about you, you ride hard for every spot. I mean, even if you're head and head with somebody for second, and it means second or third, and the winner is 2 lengths in front, and you're at the black stripes, you know, you're 70 yards from the wire, you can't possibly win, but you're in a dogfight with somebody for second or third, you will ride like it's for the win. I mean, you're all in 100%. And I think people notice that. I think owners notice that, trainers notice that, bettors notice that. Is that something that you're conscious of as well? Or is it just your style, just, you know, how you learned how to ride? Because a lot of riders, I'll be honest with you, Tony, a lot of riders don't ride that way. You know, when they're not going to win, they kind of ease up. They don't ride the same if it's not for the win, if they're just riding for second or third or something like that. But I've noticed about you, you know, you're all in no matter where you're fighting for.
My job finish on the finish line.
Right.
So I am paid to do my job, you know, from the parade ring to the finish line. So I don't think it's fair for the owner and the trainer that they put a lot of work and they put a lot of money in this business. So to me, it's fair. They putting the trust on me and giving me opportunities. So for me, it's fair to pay them back with 100% to the line. You know, I think for them, I understand if the horse is not responding, the horse is having trouble following up, then it's one matter, you know. But if the horse is still into the race, the horse is still like going grinding, or still like staying on the same pace, and it can be in the first 5 because, you know, the owner get money until the 5th, and for them make a big difference finishing 4th or 5th, 3rd or 4th, 2nd or 3rd, you know, or 5th or 6th. So to me is my task to do that, you know. So sometimes you just like keep pushing, just like few yards more. I mean, if you push for 30 seconds instead of 35 seconds, you know, it doesn't make any difference. Pushing 5 seconds more. So I mean, it's my mentality. I like to give the best to the people that trust me.
Now, Italian people, we're known for a lot of things. One of them is our passion. We have a lot of passion about whatever it is we do. Okay. Obviously, we could see the passion when you ride, okay, and in your mentality and your toughness. But we also have another passion and something that we love. We love to eat. But you're a jockey. That's hard. All right. I mean, I don't know, Italy, United States here, we got to have we call macaroni here, pasta, whatever you want to. Sunday night, you got to have pasta. How do you do it? Are you on? I mean, well, how do you balance that? How do you stay so fit and keep the weight down? I asked Frankie Dettori that when Frankie was on the show. I asked him, and he's like, years ago, I had to give that up. I'm on the Mediterranean diet, and that's it. He goes, once in a while, a little pasta, and that's it. How do you deal with it?
You know, I do the best job in the world, like working with horses and, you know, in nice areas, and, you know, it's on open areas with the horses, which are like special animals. It's the best job in the world. But the hardest part is the diet. You know, especially for me, because I'm not a light guy. I'm quite heavy bones. I don't know. I don't have 1 gram of fat, but I'm still heavy. Right. So it's a hard part, but sometimes I gotta give up and have 1 plate of pasta. I have to, because I mean, it's on my gene, you know. It's on my.
I understand.
You know, and you try to do it when you know, you know, like for example, we had like the weekend of racing, and then the last day after the races, then you can have it. You know, it's, let's say it's your cheat day, and then you can have pasta. You can have. I don't really crave, let's say, pizza.
Right.
I'm more like a pasta guy. Sometimes I really crave pasta, but since I came in US, I'm eating a lot less pasta. I can promise that.
Right. Any good Italian restaurants in Los Angeles? Not really, right? Just okay.
You know, it's hard because I mean, being Italian, we are really spoiled with food. You know, in Italy, we have like such an every place in Italy, every region has a different type of food that you will never find overseas.
Right.
Usually you always, when you go to Italian restaurants here, you always find the same menu with lasagne, spaghetti bolognese, and all these things. But sometimes when you are in Italian restaurants, you don't even find those. You find something else.
Right.
But there is some restaurants here, but obviously the taste change, and people that has been in Italy, and American people that's been in Italy, they can tell you that as well, that in Italy
Absolutely.
the food tastes better. I don't know why. I have no idea why. But I can say that the other day, I'm living in Pasadena, and the other day I went out in a new place that they just opened, and I had a very good pasta. So I probably come back there sometimes.
Okay, that's good. At least you got some place to go. Do you cook?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love to cook, and I basically always cook at home, and I really like it.
Good, good. And what about staying fit? Gym or riding horses? What's your secret to staying fit?
Well, I love to run outside. I always go for running outside, and sometimes I go to the gym. I ride out. I ride workers a lot, and yeah, I mean that's the way. But pretty much every day doing something.
Racing is so competitive. Okay. Now I understand that riders have a camaraderie amongst each other in the room, and you're all friendly in the room, or most of you are friendly in the room, but on a racetrack, everybody's trying to win. I would guess that when you first came here, riders were receptive to you, friendly to you, welcome to California, rah, rah, rah. But now I want to know if it's a little different, because now you're establishing yourself as one of the top guys, you're winning, and when you win, there's no way to avoid it. Somebody else does it. You know what I mean? Somebody got to win, somebody lose. Do you see any change in the way the riders respond to you and react to you now that you are competing and beating them and getting to a higher level of success than when you first came here?
It's a bit. It's a bit tricky because at the same time, uh, people respect you more. So it can be maybe some people that they don't like it, or because they say, oh, I don't know. I'm not saying that some people saying it, but
Right.
it can be some people that maybe think, oh, this guy just came here and is winning, and all these things. But at the same time, you kind of gain respect from other riders, because you proving something, and it's not like uh, they gifted it to me. Like I'm working, and I'm working really hard. I'm working really hard almost every day. My agent makes me work really hard. It's I mean that. So I don't really know, to be honest. They all like. I I see, like, here in California, the jokers are really nice guys,
Right.
and they I didn't see anybody changing in a bad way,
Good.
to be honest, which I really like and I really appreciate. Obviously, maybe I don't know, I'm naive or whatever, but maybe there is someone that doesn't like it.
Right.
It can be possible, but it's not my problem that way. So I just keep doing what I'm doing, and whoever wants to be friend, I'm open for it. But business is business on the track. So,
I
uh,
understand.
but I have people here that they're very friendly to me. I have the other Italian jockey Umberto, which is like he's a great jockey and he's a great guy. So I mean, we're very close, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, Umberto's a friend. I think he's a great rider and a great guy as well. Last question, I will let you go. I appreciate your time. You've ridden different places in the world. You've ridden in Dubai. You've ridden on the big stage. You've ridden in Italy, your home country. Is there any place that you would say the riding is rougher, or I want to word this right, not tougher, just where they race ride a little rougher, they're a little bit more aggressive, a little less likely to give you room, more herding, more of a rough race riding atmosphere from one place to another, or is it pretty much the same every place where you have been?
No, it's I've been in UK. I rode in few races in France. I've been, in Europe, almost all over Europe. Rough. There is some places where, like for example, England or France, you don't have much room. You ride very tight, but you ride tight in a safe way, like there is respect between riders. They're not gonna push you in the if they see, for example, your horse is pulling hard and you are in the middle of the pack, they're not gonna like push you to the other horse's legs, you know what I mean, and making you fall. They, in that case, they will give you room, but otherwise, like in Europe, we always ride like very, very tight, which is like really, really hard to find a spot, to find a place to get out, and let's say Europe in that way on the grass, it's more like tight. I wouldn't say rough, but I would say like more tight.
I understand. Okay. Antonio, thank you for your time, man. Thank you for coming on the show. We appreciate you. People are noticing you all across the country. You're doing phenomenal. We wish you the best. We'll be out there for the Breeders' Cup. We'll say hello and meet in person. And we hope that you're all over the card, man, and you get a win. Maybe this be the first year. That would be special to get your first Breeders' Cup win the first year you ride in the Breeders' Cup.
Thank you so much for having
me. And then we got to have you back
show.
We got to have you back on the show if that happens to talk about that.
Anytime.
All right. Ciao.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Have a great night and all the best. Keep winning.
Thank you. See you.
Ciao. Bye.
Ciao.
Tracking trips with Pick 6 King Jon Stettin. It's one of the best tools in horse racing for any level of player. It's your second set of eyes, spotting troubled trips, betting angles, track trends, horses to watch and favorites to fade, 10 figs, ticket structure, and more. At Tracking Trips, you're a friend with benefits. Not a member? You must hate winning money. Join Tracking Trips now. Visit PastTheWire.com and we'll see you in the winner's circle. Remember, nobody does it better.
Frankie Dettori. Ciao, Frankie. Tutto a posto.
Tutto a posto. Yes, that's a good start. So you haven't lost your Italian.
Frankie Dettori, legend, world-class jockey, one of the best ever to sit in the saddle, ambassador to the sport of kings. Meet Frankie during his fanfare like never before, only on Past the Wire TV.
Breeders' Cup Classic. Vino Rosso has taken the lead. And it's a vintage performance by Vino Rosso.
Hi everybody, Dan Oman here with some exciting news. DRF Formulator, the gold standard in past performance information, is now free, exclusively on DRF Bets. Join DRF Bets with the promo code WINNING, get a $250 first deposit match bonus, a $10 free bet, and free Formulator already uploaded to your account. Access Formulator's premium features, including sortable trainer stats, race replays, personalized trip notes, and lots more. Free Formulator, exclusively on DRF Bets.
Hello friends, Cheeto DePazio here, the Mob King. Anytime I'm wanting to know any information about the sport of kings, horse racing, I look to my man Jonathan Stettin, PassTheWire.com. And if you're looking to bet, like I always am, no better source than Jonathan. They don't call him the Pick Six King for nothing. So why don't you do what I do with anything that pertains to horse racing? PassTheWire.com. Tell him Cheeto DePazio sent you.
Why? It makes no sense. It just makes no sense not to attend the annual Pass the Wire Breeders' Cup seminar. No sense, unless you hate money. Just check it out. Ask the people who have attended the past seminars. Look at the track record. Look at the testimonials. Watch the videos. See you there. No excuse. Don't show up unarmed.
It is here, the big day, the day almost all of us in horse racing wait for, Breeders' Cup Saturday. It looks like we're going to see some really, really impressive races on Saturday. It starts with the filly and mare sprint. One of my stronger opinions on the card is Goodnight Olive to start things off. I think she gets a perfect trip.
Goodnight Olive, 6 in a row and a Breeders' Cup champion.
We've got Modern Games going in the Turf Mile for Godolphin. The Godolphin and Aidan O'Brien horses we said on Pass the Wire TV all week long on the backside. Those two contingents stuck out from all the rest. Modern Games looking for a big race from him.
Modern Games storming down the center of the course. Modern Games, a two-time Breeders' Cup winner. You bet he is.
That is Rebels Romance, who in my humble opinion is one of Godolphin's better chances this year. Rebels Romance is a very, very good looking Godolphin horse that can absolutely win this race. Rebels Romance is a must use.
Rebels Romance rolling on the outside. Warlock got it. Makes her bid down toward the inside. Rebels Romance down the center of the course. Has it close to home. Rebels Romance wins the turf over Stoney.
We got Flightline that they're putting in the best ever category. There's no question that the race he ran in the Pacific Classic is one of the best races we've seen any racehorse run ever.
It is Flightline. It is spine-tingling, jaw-dropping, awe-inspiring, Secretariat-like.
Now, probably to me, the most intriguing horse in the race, Arabian Night, who I thought was probably one of the best 3-year-olds early in the year.
Feel for the $1 million FanDuel Pacific Classic sent on their way. On the inside, Go Rocket Ride broke beautifully and goes straight to the lead. Being joined now by Arabian Night. 2 favorites, 1-2 in the early going.
Arabian Night is the last, and maybe mirror on the wall. Who's the fastest one of all? At the end of the day, it just might be Arabian Night if he goes forward as much as I think he can off that 1 3/4.
It's Arabian Night hanging on. Go Rocket Ride. Arabian Night has won the Pacific Classic.
I land on the bottom horse, Bright Future, for Todd Pletcher.
As the field turns for home, Bright Future is up to take the lead.
1 for 1 at Saratoga. You all know how much I like that, and we all know that all meet long the horses that won over the track, the horses that like the track.
Bright Future digging in. Proxy's trying to get him. Bright Future or Proxy. Bright Future, Proxy. Here's the line. Photo finish. Bright Future.
Cogburn, very interesting in Detroit, in my opinion. This is a horse that always showed a lot of potential. Exploded second time out, win by 4.
Here comes Cogburn, and Cogburn has his sights on Nobles in the final 16th of a mile.
There's a lot of turf in this pedigree, top and bottom.
It will be Cogburn on the outside, getting to the front.
The other thing that I like about Cogburn a lot is when I look at his Thoroughgraph numbers. He's got some fast races. He's got a 1.
And Cogburn under Ricardo Santana Jr. wins the Troy.
I love in these 3-year-old races. Again, those of you that watch the show and have been reading, you know my columns and a lot of my handicapper things over the years know I like up and comers. I like betting horses to do things that you know maybe we can anticipate that some others can't, and that's how you sometimes beat a lot of favorites. I like program trading.
And program trading, resilient coming back on the inside. Program trading would not be denied.
White Barrio is very interesting to me for a couple of reasons. We heard from Blake, we know what the Bond thinks, okay? Second time Rick Dutrow. This time gets the jump from the catbird seat and turn it for home. White Barrio was going to be in the race, if not on the lead, in the race, and the one they got to go get.
They're at the top of the stretch in the Whitney, and White Barrio is the leader narrowly over Giant Game.
We've had Irad breezing him a bunch at Belmont before he came up here. I know Irad really likes him. You know, we think that he should improve off of his last race. And, you know, if he gets a clean trip, we're expecting him to run big.
Look at White Barrio and Irad Ortiz Jr. in a runaway. White Barrio wins by almost 6 lengths.
Does it better.